Some viewers may find this disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hi my loves, it's Destin.Troyce and you're watching Troyce TV. For today's video, I wanted to get on here and talk about Category 5 Hurricane Melissa, how a lot of Jamaicans are affected, the millions of dollars worth of infrastructure damage, and the fact that a lot of Jamaicans are going hard in the paint and essentially giggling at the fact that a lot of Americans and foreigners are stuck on their island because many of them didn't anticipate for the hurricane.
And this is just a message for all the tourists in Jamaica that are whining about the hotel staff. You went there on vacation as an option. It wasn't mandatory. You weren't sent there on a job. It was optional. You could have not went. The hotel workers, they live there. They have families there. And most of them don't even know if they still have a roof to go back to. So while you're expecting 5-star services, meals, attention, I'm sorry, baby, but you need to book a boat and go back home.
Now, the reason why many Jamaicans are going off on a lot of foreigners is because of this. Jamaica put out a very strong and clear message, making it very clear there's going to be a Category 5 hurricane. Please effectively understand this and leave the island. Many foreigners were advised to leave the island, but just like every year and every few months, many foreigners still come to Jamaica anyways because it is a beautiful island with a lot to offer. But unfortunately, a lot of foreigners didn't understand the memo and still decided to come to Jamaica for their vacation and thought the turn up was still going to be real. But what people don't realize is hurricanes are not a joke. If you grew up in places like Louisiana, if you grew up in the Caribbean, or you grew up in Florida, you know how serious hurricanes can be. But many people who are from Canada, England, Ohio, Chicago, or even places like New York and New Jersey, they don't necessarily understand how crazy hurricanes can be and how they can literally kill people, destroy lives, destroy livelihoods, businesses, and essentially destroy people's homes. So a lot of foreigners have been going off and going hard on the paint because a lot of them still decide to go to Jamaica, not get travel insurance, and they're angry as hell because they can't go out, be free, and enjoy what the island has to offer because they came during hurricane season. So many Americans and a lot of foreigners have been going on the internet talking about how nasty the food is and how disrespectful a lot of the staff are being and how many of them are being distant, awkward, and cold, even during the hurricane season because many of them are stuck there and are in their country. And they're mad because they're not being effectively accommodated.
So why couldn't we leave when y'all fucking feeding us pastries for breakfast and we still had to pay full price to stay here? Like, come on.
May I ask where you're going now?
We going to get something to eat.
Everything closed across the street. Everything closed. Gas station, shopping mall, everything closed.
So what are y'all doing for gas? You all knew this storm was coming, right? So you gonna give us bag lunches, bag breakfast, some pastries? That's so disrespectful.
Okay, welcome to my hurricane series now because everybody wants to know what's happening and what we're gonna do. Okay, nothing but ride out this storm, but this is what they gave us in our snack ration meal to go boxes at this hotel, all-inclusive resort. Okay, this is a lunch box that they gave us. This has what is this? What is this? Dinner.
What's that, brother?
Dinner. Or dessert. You know it. Okay. But at least they gave us salt and pepper packets, I mean. I'm guessing. Oh, a fruit cocktail. That's probably gonna go off, Another.
That's great.
Another one. What is that? Okay, thank you. This is breakfast. Another breakfast one. I guess more muffin. Hey, what can I say? This is my last box, guys. Peas and carrots, 2 hash browns, 2 boiled eggs, and some bacon that they probably scrapped off the breakfast this morning. Okay, let's do this. Oh, I almost forgot my cereals. snacks. So Pringles, Raisin Bran, because gotta get your fiber. Some orange juice. I got my milk for my cereal with no bowl. A granola bar. I'm actually pretty pleased with the snacks more than the food, so I guess I'll be surviving off of that for the next 2 days. And some Oreos. We're in the match, riding out this hurricane. Oh, and before I forget, we have no microwave in our room, but we've been given food to warm up. I guess we're supposed to eat it cold, but we don't have no microwave in our room. So, I don't know. Hold up, my husband's a bit more disappointed. Let's see what his got.
This
That's-
one is dinner.
I guess that's a side salad.
This one.
Mm-hmm.
Let's do this. First, got a little.
Ooh.
I'll probably eat this.
Dessert? A little roll?
Little roll.
Dinner roll? Okay. Oh, that's lunch. That's lunch. Ow. Beef and rice?
Yep.
Okay. Oh. I think that may be chicken. Chicken and beef.
Maybe.
With some cabbage. All right.
Box is all soggy.
Box is all soggy because the cardboard.
Another
Save the ocean. Yes.
little.
Another little side salad. Dessert. Oh, a little steak and chicken and some cabbage and ooh, oh, that's mashed potato. The gray stuff is mashed potato.
Mm-hmm.
No, don't do it, baby.
Dessert.
Do it.
Breakfast delights, I guess. And breakfast. That is the star of the show. The breakfast is the star of the show, guys. I just want to let you know. So may God be with us. We'll keep you updated as long as we have Wi-Fi and electricity.
This is the emergency food for us for 4 days. This is really unimaginable experience. Makes me never want a Trina.
If the weather is too bad and they can't deliver it to the room. This must be breakfast. This is crazy.
Oh my God, bro. Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck, man?
Okay, guys. It is now 8:35 and this is breakfast that they gave us last night. So Audrey and I has the same package for breakfast. As you can see, half a sandwich. I must lose weight. Look at this. I don't know what that is, but it's turkey. Let's zoom in and see what it is. Okay, one piece of lettuce and some tomato. All right, God is good. Hold on.
Good evening, everybody. Quick update from our hotel lockdown. It's 9:50 and we've just been delivered dinner. So we've got the chicken rice and some salad, fish rice and some salad, and then 2 plates of pizza. And that's that.
Hi y'all, I just wanted to come say I'm currently stuck in Jamaica. I'm staying at the Royalton Grill. And I was supposed to go home today, me and my sister and my brother. But we're not able to leave because of the hurricane that's coming. And my experience at this hotel is bullcrap. Like, it's not our fault that we can't leave. We have no control over a storm. So I feel like it's the way that y'all should be able to accommodate us. We have to pay extra money to stay here, extra nights to stay here. Like, we have to pay all this money to keep staying. There's no flights available until Friday morning. So I'm stuck here for a whole nother week. So it's like, I just don't know. Like, I just don't know what to do. It's just crazy. Pray for me.
Why the fuck would you not research the weather before you go somewhere? Like, I would think that would be a natural thing for people to do, is to research the weather and to see what the forecast is. I'm not gonna go to Miami. I'm not gonna go to fucking the Dominican Republic or Cuba or anywhere until I see how the weather is. Now, Hurricane Melissa is so strong that it's effectively affecting a lot of countries in the Caribbean, such as Cuba, Haiti, Dominican Republic, but Jamaica's getting it the worst, and essentially the entire island is affected. And it's unfortunate because we all knew this hurricane was coming, but many still chose to go to Jamaica anyways. But it's unfortunate because a lot of people still paid their money. They still paid for resorts. They still took off of work and they still got off of school. And now a lot of them are very upset that they can't even enjoy the island. But it's not Jamaica's fault. It's essentially their fault for not doing research. On top of that, why the fuck would you go to a country with a natural disaster and not get travel insurance? Now, let me be very clear that this is very important. Traveling, although is fun and wonderful and liberating, you just have to get travel insurance. You know, there's a lot of travel insurance companies out there that even charge you like $20. You know, this isn't sponsored, but Aura is a really good travel insurance company where they just literally charge you $50 and they'll cover like up to like $10,000 worth of damage, hospitalizations, or anything that goes down. So if you ever get upset, get anything damaged, or anything gets destroyed, you can essentially lean on your travel insurance if something goes left. But many people did not do that. So now many people are upset because they paid over $1,000 for flights, resort rooms, accommodations, and a lot of them flew their entire family out and now they can't even enjoy their trip. But that's y'all fucking fault. So I'll be real, a lot of Jamaicans have been going hard on a lot of foreigners. They've been going hard on the paint, and they've been essentially telling Americans that they can't wait until the airport is back and running again so a lot of them can get the fuck out.
These black Americans on my feed at the resorts are so annoying. I can't wait for them to fix the airport so y'all can get back the fuck home. We tell you now, we don't want to know Jamaica because the mentality is so fuck up. And it's so crazy, it is the black Americans. You know, the one them we think could understand we more and be more nicer to we. And them are the fuck up one, and them are in trouble. Let me make this very clear for y'all. As a former resort worker, regular we want to tell you to go suck on the mother. I'm not care what watch and not understand. Yeah, man, a regular we want to tell you to go suck on the mother. Because on attitude just fuck up. Hurricane Melissa has been a warning long before it reached. Y'all knew this shit was coming. Y'all came and find everything to complain about and come on the internet with it. Y'all need to get the fuck back home. We don't give a fuck who choose not to come back to Jamaica. Keep on the bumbuckler money and go on elsewhere with no fucking attitude. Yeah, I see this big fat sour one name, Simora or whatever the fuck she name. Go home. Let me have the picture, Hungry Belly Girl. See Hungry Belly Girl. Yeah, man. No top complain, I resort them for food and 5. She wants a 5-star service during the fucking hurricane. That is a category 5. So you're a princess. I see it. One your bumbleclad. Yeah.
So we've been seeing videos of a lot of these airports looking damaged in Jamaica, and essentially that's been the case. A lot of airports have been destroyed, damaged, flooded, and a lot of Americans haven't been able to go home. The only time Americans have been able to go home is when they do open the airport, but many airports have decided to shut down by 12 p.m. By 12 p.m., a lot of airports are shut down, and a lot of greedy airlines are essentially taking advantage of people that want to go home. There have been some flights that are upmost $1,000 to $5,000 just for people to fly home. And many people can't even fly home because the hurricane is essentially affecting a lot of their flights. So instead of paying $300 to go home, you now have to pay thousands to go home, and it's really fucked up and disturbing. But then again, some of y'all just should have known better. I will be real though, there's been a lot of diaspora wars on the internet because many people are saying that a lot of Caribbeans and Jamaicans are using it as an excuse to be disrespectful to Americans, and I'll be real, I can understand the perspective.
If you're visiting Jamaica right now and you're lucky enough to be in a resort, don't you fucking dare come online and start complaining about the Jamaican fucking staff. First of all, bitch, it's a fucking privilege to be in Jamaica, alright? And second of all, these people do not get paid enough to deal with your shit. You chose to come to Jamaica during hurricane season. They have families, they have lives. This is their home.
Message to the tourists them when they in Jamaica complain about the food here. Are you tone deaf? Do you lack compassion? Do you have any sort or level of decency? Do you also lack awareness? You know, sister, we just have one hurricane. Natural disaster. Imagine. So many people are left homeless. So many people don't even have a bed to sleep on. They don't even have a roof. Don't even have no food to eat. And you complain about the food we get at hotel. The nerve of some owner just dirty and nasty with on look nasty ways. Me can't wait for you to go home. Just left. Go on in the river, go on in the sea, go swim back at your yard.
Dinner. What's that, brother?
Alright, now me I gotta say something because that girl you're too out and bright. As a Jamaican, certain things you just don't do. Certain things you just don't come on social media and do. Because you see when a time for come for you, we are gonna come for you. You understand? You take up yourself and you come to Jamaica for vacation, right? The number one thing would I tell you, the best advice I would give you, if you're not a Jamaican and you're coming out here for vacation, you need to go and research when is the best time to come to Jamaica and when is not the best time to come to Jamaica.
This is a lunchbox that they.
So lady, may I ask you something? Out of everything where you see happening in Jamaica, Melissa category 5 hurricane just passed through Jamaica, and that you choose to put up on the media, you have a right to turn off the comment section under this, because you know what you do is wrong. You know that. Imagine for you wake up and give God thanks. Say, look here, God, me thank you for bringing me through such a storm and I'm still alive. And send out condolences to who lose their life. And send out, and try to be empathetic towards who wash out and who flood out. And that you choose to put up about Jamaica.
Have the next big back bomber while I can talk about, oh, we got granola bars for breakfast. And that you finyam. You look like my blood clot 17-inch TV. Eh? What you want? A steak you want for breakfast, girl? You know, say people are good if they get something for nyam now, I could understand. But we realize your views you want, eh? And so you record, and so you get beaten. Move your big back bomber wall and go from yourself.
Because a lot of Jamaicans and a lot of Caribbeans have been saying a lot of foul and disgusting things about Black Americans. And I'll be honest, I am very irritated and upset to see some of the things people are saying. Because people can sit up here and say that's their fault, that's what they get, they deserve to be stuck. But you got to kind of understand as well that the resorts shouldn't have even been open in the first place. Why would these resorts still be open and take people's fucking money knowing that there's going to be a hurricane? Why would they still be operating in business? Why would you still open your business and still take people's bread and not refund them and cancel people's shit and give them back their money? Why would you not do that? Why would you still operate? You know what I mean? So some of these resorts have to be held accountable as well. So instead of them going off on Americans and saying, oh, that's what y'all get, y'all deserve to be stuck here, I feel like a lot of Jamaicans are essentially allocating their anger, but just allocating it in a different way. There's been a lot of conflict and a lot of controversy going on in Jamaica right now because there's been a lot of gentrification on the island. As we know, many foreigners have decided to move to Jamaica, migrate to Jamaica, and there's been a lot of controversy because a lot of foreigners have pretty much decided to not only migrate to Jamaica, but buy a lot of private property in Jamaica. So if y'all didn't know, there's been a lot of Chinese and European investment where a lot of them have been able to profit off of tax loops and benefit off of tax breaks from migrating to the island. On top of that, there's been a lot of people buying private property in Jamaica. And if you didn't know, in Jamaica, there's a lot of beaches that aren't even accessible to the public. In Jamaica's literally one of the only islands where it's completely illegal to go on a beach if the person who owns the beach says no. So in Jamaica, because there's so many beaches and because money talks, a lot of people who live on the island don't even have access to their own beaches.
The Crown of England owns the beaches in Jamaica. So
all of Jamaica.
All of Jamaica.
So we don't have a public beach.
We don't have a beach. You are granted permission through the Prime Minister's office. So you have the permission to use it, and that permission can be revoked. As the situation is evolving in Flanker's Providence Beach at this time, where they just choose a developer and dispossess the person.
So all these popular public beaches like Hellshire is not owned by anybody?
No Jamaican or the government owns that particular. It's invested in the Crown.
It is owned by England?
Yes.
And that is applicable as well to persons who own properties, beachfront properties.
That is also correct.
Titles and say, boy, I own this space right here. It's just the land that they own.
Yes, you own the land.
Where you find that money? Because the first I hear anything.
That's the 1956 Beach Control Act. That is currently still the laws on the books right now as it pertains to engaging the beach.
And that book has roots. That book is still that's a book from the UK, from England, right?
You're asking about the law?
Yeah. Yes, that's rooted in the laws in England.
We should be able to use our beaches. We are a beach community. We are beach people. We're a small island surrounded by water.
Jamaicans can no longer access their own beaches.
This is where they work. Say they don't have a other job. They don't have nothing else to turn to.
Tourists can pay for exclusive access to beaches at all-inclusive resorts, but everyday Jamaicans are increasingly being blocked out of them.
When you push a fisherman from a beach, where did you want him to go? We are living in between waters, and we have no access to a beach.
Some Jamaicans are organizing to take down the colonial-era land laws that still affect them today.
Jamaican came into emancipation landless and homeless, and that problem have not changed in Jamaica.
And they're suing companies for cutting off their access to the beaches.
And we also will not stop until the entire Jamaican public is able to access the beach freely.
So I do feel like a lot of Jamaicans are lashing out in a negative way because a lot of them are virtually upset because they're not even able to fully enjoy and reap the benefits of their own island, but foreigners are constantly able to come and get mad that they're not treated like royalty. In fact, they're treated like normal people. People are upset because they're stuck in Jamaica, but try thinking of this. Some people don't even have a home to go to.
Now, before y'all take your asses back to Jamaica, thinking that it's such a pretty island and it's so beautiful and whatnot, listen to the shit that they saying on here about y'all as Americans, about us as Americans. We complaining, we being insensitive, we're being inconsiderate. Let me tell you something. Just because you from Jamaica or you live on an island doesn't mean that you get to dictate somebody else's panic. The same way y'all worried about people losing everything over there, you don't know how many times somebody had to lose it over here just to obtain it all back. What makes your fear any greater than somebody else's? Because we on your island? Quite frankly, I think you should shut the fuck up. Especially those of you Jamaicans that are living in America. You're not even on your own island. So the panic that you're telling other people that are visiting the island to have, you don't fucking have. You know why? Because you're in bum-ass America with the rest of the bum-ass Americans stuck over here in this bum-ass fucking country. Like, y'all sound dumb. Listen, I love my motherfucking yardies. You hear me? Shout out to all my real rights, my Jamaicans and all of that. All my Caribbean people all around the world. But you bitches sitting on here telling people that they complaining and all of that when they flight going. How the fuck do you know what kind of life they living when they get back to America? You know how many people got special needs kids that they got to get back home to? And your raggedy ass storm stuck them there? You know how many people take care of their elderly family members, but they can't get back to them on time?
Some people can't even go back home and go sleep in their bed. You still have a home to go to. All it takes is for y'all to literally simply go on a flight and simply go back home, and you'll be able to sleep and rest peacefully and go back to work. Some of these people cannot go back to work at all. So it is fucked up, but I understand why Jamaicans are going off. But it is unfortunate because I feel like a lot of Jamaicans are allocating their anger where it doesn't even matter. They're going off on foreigners and telling them not to come back and to go away. But what they really mean is they're upset that their island is getting virtually unaffordable. When I went to Jamaica, I was completely disturbed of how expensive things have gotten. I went to Jamaica 1 year and it seemed reasonably priced. And then as time has gone on, I was disgusted with how expensive things have gotten. I was disgusted how when I go places and gratuity is charged, I was disturbed of how expensive things have gotten because of all the foreigners that have decided to come in, move in, and gentrify the island. So a lot of Jamaicans have been very upset at that lately. Or honestly, a lot of this could have been avoided if a lot of y'all went to other places. Honestly, even though I love Jamaica, Jamaica is overrated as fuck. There's plenty of other cities. Like, for example, Lisbon, Portugal. Lisbon, Portugal is one of the most lit, most fun places to go if you want to actually enjoy a good time. And it is so affordable over there. Beautiful coasts, beautiful beaches, great vibes. People are very kind. And alcohol is so cheap. You can get a nice glass of wine over there for like $3 to $4. You can get a nice cup of alcohol there for like $6. You can also get really good affordable food. It's super diverse. There's a bunch of Indians and black people there. It is a beautiful country. Portugal is very underrated. Go to Ibiza, Spain. Hell, Lisbon, Portugal is just as affordable as Jamaica but a lot of people don't really go there over the summer or go to their resorts. There's other places to go, such as even South Africa or Ghana, Cape Town, South Africa. There's a lot of places such as Lagos, Nigeria. There's a lot of other places y'all can go to, such as even some parts of Brazil. You know, sometimes Brazil doesn't really get hectic hurricanes like that. And there's plenty of other cities that y'all can go to in Mexico that don't really get hurricanes like that. There's so many other places such as Cali, Colombia, Medellin, Cartagena, Colombia, where the weather is eternally spring most of the time. So I'm still confused as to why people still decide to go to Jamaica during hurricane season. Hurricane season usually occurs from like June to November. People still decide to go to Jamaica even though there's a hurricane. You know, it's one thing to go to an all-inclusive resort, but it's another thing to still expect the same service. We got to hold accountable a lot of these foreign European companies and these Chinese companies that own these resorts. Let's be real, most people don't even know this, but a lot of these resorts aren't even owned by Jamaicans. Some of these resorts are owned by the English, some of these resorts are owned by the Chinese, and some of these resorts are owned by foreigners from other countries. Barely any of these resorts are owned by the people. Hell, half of Jamaica isn't even owned by Jamaica. Majority of the country's resorts and businesses aren't owned by the people. They're owned by foreigners. So we gotta find out who owns these fucking resorts and hold them accountable for their actions. On top of that, we also should talk about the fact that Jamaicans need to also be holding accountable these resorts for still taking these people's money. But that's all I gotta say on that. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And yeah, let me know your thoughts. And Troyce out this bitch. You will always be, I say, fire to the rain, watch it burn, I run away, in this turn, and I say, fire to the rain, watch it burn, I set fire to the rain. That's all y'all get for free, and I don't even know the lyrics. Y'all have a good one.